Well, everyone, like it or not, here I am back again, Semper Wi-Fi, with another episode of City Skylines 2, building new Islay. We're here in Lower Brookladdick, across the street from the Brookladdick, what I call it, the House of Religious Souls and Dead Body Depot. Off camera, I have put a bus station, three platforms and 3 lines. One of the lines goes to Why Am I Here? The external connection over there. Don't mind all the people dying. So another line goes to the capital city of Bowmore. The other one goes to Lefroy, which is kind of the closest other suburb down the road, in case they have a job or something there. The first thing I want to do is zone, I think, some just commercial here.
The first step to becoming your best self
right next
is
to
letting go of
mixed
who you
use
are
there,
now.
and then just basic, just EU.
Are you ready to shed your skin?
Let's go for EU there. Maybe it'll give us another stupid-looking gas station over here. That would be a real treat. Okay, for this episode, I want to add 1 or 2 finishing touches to Aquatic, and then finally build something over there in Lefroy, because the ground portion is finally gone. So what I want to do up here first off is zone some housing, and maybe we'll have 1 person with a pool here to get the envy of the neighborhood, or 2 people. I'll leave this blank for now. What I want to do over here, get rid of this.
The first step to becoming your best self
Soccer stadium
is letting go of who you are now.
Flat land.
Are you ready to shed your skin?
Parking lot roads. Okay, so we're gonna extend that out this size here. I'm gonna do soccer over here because I played that growing up, and American football drives me crazy. It's like really annoying.
The first step to becoming your best self is letting go of who you are now.
I'm gonna create this fictional world in which
are you ready to shed your
it's not a
skin?
thing that exists. Cool, so that fits there like a glove. Parking along the back. And that is that. Didn't think about doing this before, but I could probably just re-angle that straight in. Let's do it from here. Here, bushes back here to protect Semper Wi-Fi from the evil and deviant children. That's what bushes do. And I don't mean George Bush.
Here are some questions. Who built this city?
Pines.
Whose road is this?
People love pines.
Where is my building?
They can be kind of
Who is
dangerous though,
building my
because
streets?
sometimes they'll fall.
Where is my
Homeowners
zoning
beware.
toolkit?
What's named
These
is
have been some questions.
like over here in Bowmore, a couple of practice fields for. I'm just awaiting when they finally have actual stadiums. They did it in Cities 1. I know that I've seen like Skills That Kills and Egg have done modular stadiums. That's kind of a little too modded for my taste, so I haven't done that. I'm just waiting, as I often do.
He spends hours listening to it. Won't even tell me what it's
Soccer
called.
stadiums, but anyways,
Need
here's
their
their
hobbies. Maybe it's helping him code.
FC. That's
It's not a hobby, Mom. He's
very nice. So
different.
the bulk of
Different.
today's build
Or
is going
better.
to be it is going to be inspired by the Georgetown Reservoir here in beautiful Washington D.C., which I think is used for water filtration. I'm going to flash up some pictures on screen from
It's
Reservoir.
working. You're
Thursday
becoming
Google Maps.
extraordinary. They won't understand.
But they
don't need to.
The reservoir itself is fed by tunnel, and I think the output is also by a tunnel. And there's probably not like a good way to do that in cities, and I'm not gonna. I feel like I'm having to figure out some way to saturate it, but I will have the C&O Canal run the stretch of this part of the riverbank, and could potentially extend that in future builds. That is the idea. And imperative.
Hi, my name is Simper Wi-Fi, and I have information
he
leading
also
to the
has
arrest of Sean
done a Reservoir in recent months in his build, so that was a good episode. So anyway, that's the general idea. Build this fairly ugly-looking reservoir. The first thing to do, however, we will want to raise that up, I think, to the level that it starts at over here. And
He spends hours listening
so
to it. Won't even tell me what it's called.
hit pause.
People need their hobbies. Maybe it's helping them cope. It's not a hobby, Mom. He's
So we're just gonna bring this back
different
right here.
or better.
Yeah, right there.
It's working.
Because
You're becoming
I don't want the
extraordinary.
train line to be
They
flooding.
won't understand. They don't
Once I
need
start
to.
digging reservoirs and that kind of thing.
Oh
we're gonna
no.
follow this line where the train used to be, and now it's underground. Sucks to be you. So I realized while editing how audible all the sirens in my neighborhood are. I live in DC. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is.
These are some exclamations. This podcast is really great. More people should listen to this podcast. If I were a podcast, I would be this one.
Up here, I'm gonna modify the train way more than I usually do.
My podcast should be more popular. These have been some
Okay,
exclamations.
and we're gonna use the alleyway around the outside, and the
I'm going to put a
gravel
picture of
road
a
in the
man on
middle,
the screen,
make it
and
about
it's very important you tell me if you saw him before.
106. That path in the middle is like
Remember, he could have gotten a haircut, could be wearing his beard differently.
168 meters, let's say.
Perhaps his clothing is more stylish or more country.
That, and I'm kind of intentionally not making this perfect. The angle's perfect because it doesn't look that way in real life. I guess they had other factors. Okay, so that gives us this place in the middle. Little places for the water to actually go through.
He turns. His eyes are black voids.
Yeah,
His face stretched unnaturally like melting wax.
Do it right before.
Jason?
My fault, not the game's fault. And we need a way for the water to get in as well.
But where's the podcast? It's just static. There's nothing there.
Okay.
There has to be. He was listening to something.
Water there.
Or someone.
Frustrating. The people of Georgetown are going to love this video. They're really going to go nuts with it. I'd like to go ahead and thank the sponsors of today's video. We want the canal itself to be fairly deep. I mean, they used to use it as shipping lanes. Oof. Oh, brother.
What if I
This
became a
year is off
podcaster?
to
Whose podcast
an
is this?
interesting start.
Can a podcast make me more powerful than I ever imagined? Who is stopping me from podcasting? These have been some
And the
questions.
water is seeping in on pause, which is kind of odd, but
He turns. His eyes are black voids. His face stretched unnaturally like melting wax.
be super
Jason?
pleased about that. Yeah, it's cool.
But where's the podcast? It's just static. There's nothing there. There has to be. He was listening to something. Or someone.
Flat, walkable. The canal itself, like I might have said earlier, is basically just kind of a rail to trail now. In the middle, I want to get here. So this will be the height out here. And I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started to fill up before I do much else. In real life, this thing is fed with tunnels. I'm not doing it that way in this build. So I want to kind of hide the riverbed a little bit for the
question. What if I became a podcaster? Whose
Just follow
podcast
this
is this?
line
Can
where
a
I put this
podcast make me
vegetation.
more powerful than I ever imagined? Who is stopping me from podcasting?
This YouTube episode is the biggest thing for the people of Georgetown. Since the movie Georgetown came out, probably. And he was portraying like this socialite in Georgetown, Washington, who married this woman that he lied to. And it's gonna go through in these little bridges I made, which I'm not totally sure what they're supposed to be in real life. If you look at the Google Maps thing, I tried reading about the reservoir, but you know, there's a lot of stuff I don't really understand, and I didn't even know if some of the terminology referred to. It's not like I could find a picture with a label that says like, oh, this little structure here is like this thing. I read something about a sluice gate or sluice gate or something like that. I don't really know what that is, but it's water filtration. Now what I'm going to do to make this function as something in the game is just stick a water pump in it.
I feel like I'm having a dream, but better.
Water pump going. This is kind of functional thing. And for this, I'm gonna have to use a bit of moddage. It's kind of a short, you'll see why.
He turns.
Okay.
His eyes are black voids. His
There's
face
this old historic
is
pump
undeniably
which looks like a castle
glass.
in the actual
Jason?
Washington, or Georgetown Reservoir. Yeah,
Where's the podcast?
Okay.
It's just static. There's nothing there. There has to be.
We're gonna cover
listening
stuff
to
up.
something or someone.
Bush 1 here, we're going for H.W. Bush on this. I'm gonna put this in with Anarchy so we can get them all close together, otherwise this is gonna look mighty silly. And there's not a castle asset. Well, there's the gigantic one, and I don't really want to go in the workshop and crap on the cities all the time, and it's frustrating. Bugs in there, but like, it took a lot of mods and a lot of time to have the highway look like this, you know, with markings in the right places, with off ramps that don't just suddenly just spring out at like a 45-degree angle. So I'm trying with cities to work through with patient and give them time to make the base game as complete as possible. I still obviously use a few mods here, but I'm really limiting it. So the water and sewage is kind of on the edge. The output is 495,000 whatever's a month. Yeah, and now it's a little more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you know, there's a little bit of a point to having this here.
Welcome to the
Make
next
this a
level
bit
player. Are you ready
deeper.
to shed your
I
skin?
wanted it to be a darker blue than that one. The castle. I'm not going to recreate the castle. That's the long and the short of what I'm getting at. I don't want to download a bunch of stuff off the workshop, whatever.
Hi, my
Xbox
name is
mods.
Simple Wi-Fi, and I have
But what I
information
will
leading
do
to the arrest of Chuck Van
is go
Halen.
in here to Castle Ruins, and then we're gonna say that this is like a really old reservoir.
Hi, can I have an interview with the mayor?
Let's rename this the
Hi, can I have an interview with the mayor?
Res. I don't know. Look up how to spell that. Hey Siri, how do you spell reservoir? R-E-S-E-R-V-O-I-R. Bam. Nailed it. Yeah, that's totally what I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure that everybody else knew. The general idea. Now we can get the
Welcome to the next level player. Are you ready to shed your skin?
detailing portion done, so to speak. Let's get our pathway going here.
I feel like I'm having a dream, but better.
Elevation and stuff and grades. It makes sense to me.
Question. What if I became a podcaster? Whose podcast is this? Can a podcast make me more powerful than I ever imagined? Who is stopping me from podcasting?
So people could potentially
There's been some questions.
walk on that. Let's get it going to the...
Welcome to the next level, player. Are you ready to shed your skin?
I'm fine with it dipping down like that. Slope down to here.
Welcome to the next level, player. Are you ready to shed your skin?
Reservoir idea. This is good. Yeah, I mean that's helped quite a bit. The next episode, we're gonna, now that the ground pollution's finally gone. Yeah, the ground pollution's gone. Finish Lefroy, build some more suburbs in West, suburban development in West Lefroy. The Reservoir will probably put another elementary school. We need, as always, another elementary school. Maybe a high school out here. No, we're not done. Forgot to connect this side of the thing. So we're going to do kind of the rail to trail thing here. Well, it's not rail to trail because the rail's still here, but we're going to have the trail next to the rail. Hi, can I have another 3 for the mayo? Can I have another 3 for the mayo? Bread. Can I have another bread? Mayo. Hi, can I have another 3 for the mayo? Can I have bread? Okay, so it will be interesting over time to see if anybody uses this, and we could potentially see if somebody worked over here, or if they're walking all the way from Hardback for whatever reason. Cims might use it. It's a little unlikely, I guess. But, it is largely for appearances. Yeah, this is cool. I'm glad I could bring the strange parts of Washington, D.C. to life in this game. Okay, and so that'll do it for today. We have the C&O Canal inspired build with the Georgetown Reservoir-esque reservoir. Thanks for joining, I guess. If nobody watches this, though, that's also fine. I don't really care. All right.